how to print before and after a service visit with new service history. Now this is pretty important. Let's assume that John comes to the shop and he receives the report as soon as the vehicle is dropped off. You want to click print, or even if the customer is on the phone with you, you want to send them an email of his records. And I go further with this. I would say, hey, John, you know, I have everything you've ever done to this vehicle. Since you're going to sell it, let's assume that that's what, you know, the conversation is, or when you sell it, you want to show that you were really good at all your maintenance. So I have a 6-page report. I click email, and I can now confirm this email is coming from your management system. So I can confirm that he is still at earthlink.net. After the service visit, let's assume that today, you know, we took care of these 4 items. At the end of the day, when I bill the customer out of my shop management system, what the shop management system does when you complete a work order is it takes that from work in progress into completed work. So it adds it to the service history. At that point, Service Intelligence will have new information. So we are synchronizing automatically with your system every 30 minutes. But because the customer is across the counter from you, you just handed him back his credit card, you want to click Synchronize. And what Synchronize will do is fetch all the new records just for this particular vehicle. And what will happen is these 4 services that are in the red in the morning are now going to be added to the blue as due next. So what this does is it gives the customer immense satisfaction to see that the $480 that he's lighter in his wallet, at least, now that he's leaving the shop, he had 2, 4, 6, 7 items in the blue when he came in. This after the service visit report will have 11 items in the blue. And then you can point out and say, now take a look at your service line items, see how it's projecting them 12 months. Now your air filter and your cabin filter and your tire rotation, it pushed it out 6 months. And your oil service based on the oil change that we just did. If it's synthetic, maybe it's 5,000. If it's not, or 6,000, or whatever interval you have for the full synthetic. In some cases, we have shops that have 10,000-mile services, and we set it up according to the specific oil service intervals. This is important in driving home the management aspect and how when the customer receives a service reminder in the future, and I'm going to show you what these look like, they will recognize that the 11 items that they had in the blue are going to be reflected in the service reminders they receive in the email or by postcard. So this is all authoritative information. We never add anything other than your service records and the age of each particular line item. And this is how we keep the information consistent, including, of course, with this point-of-sale report. You can print the summary report. I personally like the summary report, but Mike really thinks that it's more effective to print the bars that are graphical because it just communicates it. And in this case, it would be the same case, right, where the 4 items that were in the red, now they will be added to the blue, so they will see the impact of the service visit.